So now, has anybody got something again, I'm talking about fourth step and fifth step type stuff. Is there anybody who wants to share an issue or a challenge, kind of fourth step type stuff that we can tap on now?
I will. I have an issue with people losing my patience with people that don't do their jobs, like store clerks or that type
So,
of thing.
so
I have
that's anger.
anger for sure.
So that's free floating anger. In other words, I mean, the people may be not doing their job, but you were kind of, that anger was looking for something to point it at. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, because usually it's not about them. It's about how I reacted. It's
Right.
about,
Okay. So
oh,
you
I
have,
did it again. I lost my serenity because so silly.
okay, excellent. All right. All right. So I want you to tap on your car. Everybody, we're going to work together. Anybody ever been to a Reiki share?
Mhm.
Anybody know what a Reiki share is? It's where four or five people get together and you take turns on the table. So you get four people practicing Reiki on you. Well, the same thing happens, even though we're tapping on Diana's stuff, okay? Uh, we're all borrowing benefits. We're helping her, but we're also benefiting from the group energy. And that's called borrowing benefits. And it works the same way in Reiki. So again, tapping on, even though I have this anger, go ahead, Diana.
Even though I have this
Uh,
anger,
okay. And on a scale of 0 to 10, what's the level of anger?
on a scale from 0 to 10, it can go from 0 to 10 in a second.
Okay. At this moment right now, is it
All
there or
right.
not?
No.
Okay. All right. And where do you feel it when you have this anger? Do you feel it in your chest, your stomach,
My head,
your head? Okay. All right. So again, even though I have this anger
this anger,
and I feel it in my head,
and I feel it in my head.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love and accept and forgive myself.
Very good. So even though I had this anger in my head,
Even though I have this anger in my head,
okay, today I set a firm intention
today I set firm intention
to heal, release, and let go
to heal, release, and let go
all anger in my head.
all anger in my head.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Okay, we'll give it one more time. So even though I feel this anger in my head,
Even though I feel this anger in my head,
today I set a firm intention
today I set a firm intention
to heal, release, and let go
to heal, release, and let go
all anger in my head.
all anger in my head.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. So let's go top of the head, all anger in my head.
All anger
Good. All anger in my head, Diana, say it.
at my head,
Okay, eyebrow, all anger in my head.
all anger at my head,
Eyebrow, very good. Side of the eye, all anger in my head.
all anger at my head,
All right, cheekbone, all anger in my head.
all anger at my head,
On the nose, all anger in my head.
all anger at my head,
On the mouth, all anger in my head.
all anger at my head,
Collarbone, all anger in my head.
all anger in my head,
On the arm, all anger in my head.
all anger in my head.
Okay, karate chop. So even though I had this anger in my head,
So even though I have this anger in my head,
today I set a firm intention
Today I set a firm intention
to heal, release, and let go
to heal, release, and let go
all anger in my head,
all anger in my head.
and I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
There you go. Let's go top of the head. Letting go of all anger in my head.
Letting go of all anger in my head.
Eyebrow, letting go.
Letting go.
Side of the eye, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the eye, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the nose, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the mouth, letting go.
Letting go.
Collarbone, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the arm, letting go.
Letting go.
Karate chop, letting go of all anger in my head.
Letting go of all anger in my head.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
Take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay. Now, how does that feel?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, again, very often it's hard to tap in the moment. Okay. Because obviously, if we're in a public situation, you know, I think I was sharing with Queen, I had a client who was an attorney who, had to drink because he was so shy and he had such fear of public speaking and fear of social anxiety. And of course, when he stopped drinking, he couldn't perform as a lawyer, or at least he was afraid he couldn't be a lawyer. So what he would do is he would tap in the courtroom before he went up before the judge, tapping on his fear. Okay,
mm,
uh, and that helped. That helped him. So sometimes you can't do it in the moment, but you might be able to do it before or after. Okay, because let's face it, you getting angry doesn't necessarily hurt the other person, but it does hurt you, right?
for sure. Yeah.